If Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is already in development and they just announced that, and they announced that 2 years after they announced that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was in development, that was summer 2020, and this is summer 2022. That means that game should probably come out 2 years later, right? So if that's late 2025, early 2026, where does that put Kingdom Hearts 4? If that happens. I might not. The timing might not be the same as I'm thinking, but where would that put Kingdom Hearts 4? Before or after this game? They announced Kingdom Hearts 4 before Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. And even before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But that game was in development longer, I think. Yeah, where does that put Kingdom Hearts 4? Now I'm like all confused. I'm all confused right now. Please let me know. I have to end this video because I was thinking 2026. You may be like, I'm thinking like way later, but I was thinking like when I'm thinking Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is coming out. That's the same time period I thought Kingdom Hearts 4 was coming out. But Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced first. Like with the trailer, I know it was on Unreal Engine 4, and then the actual game is being made on Unreal Engine 5, so we know how early it is in development. Still picking Disney levels as of April. But is it like when does that put Kingdom Hearts 4? Unless like I don't know how far in development they're saying Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is, but they're making it sound like it started development, so they said that. They've confirmed that. Kingdom Hearts 4 is also in development. So they announced both games being in development around the same time. So which one's coming out first? You get what I'm asking? So if the timing is the same as Rebirth, that means that Part 3 would come out 2 years after that. Late 2025, early 2026. So I don't get Kingdom Hearts 4 in that time span. I don't get like where that would be. I need to know things. I have to be patient, as Shinji Hashimoto would want, who just got new jobs, which means he retired from Square Enix, but he didn't retire like working though. Why is that? I'm not trying to start beef, I'm just wondering. Because that's not retiring, that's like just getting another job. I think it's 2 new jobs. What did they say it was again? Sony Music was one of them? Well, let me check it right now. I'm looking it up right now. Senior advisor at Sony Music Entertainment and board member at ForwardWorks. I don't understand, people. Wow, that's a long message. Do you want me to read this whole thing? It's like an essay. Apologies for so many personal posts, but I wanted to share some news that from today I've started work as both a senior advisor at Sony Music Entertainment as well as a board member at their subsidiary ForwardWorks. Oh. Okay, at my previous role, I'd always been supported both by others in the industry as well as by countless fans, and I would like to continue to focus my efforts into the creation of entertainment. I'm turning over a new leaf, per se, but it might be a bit of time before I can share exactly what I am working on in these new roles. When it seems like the time is right, I will be sure to share an update with you all. It's going to be a new adventure for me as I get a bit older at 64 years old, but as I as always, I appreciate everyone's support. For those reading this around the world, please give me some time to share more. To all the creative minds out there, I look forward to working with you. Alright, so that's not a retirement, that's just switching jobs. What's going on at Square Enix, people? Am I reading into it too much? Okay, so those are the two questions. When is Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out in relation to Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3? And why did Shinji Hashimoto retire from Square Enix and just get two new jobs for Sony? Give me some answers, people. Give me answers, people. Come on. I want answers, and I want them now. No, but seriously.